September 13th, 2007, Skate 1 officially launched. This game gave the player the freedom no other skate game had before it. An open city, realistic board control, and the feeling of actually skating. Then in 2009 was the release of Skate 2. Same foundation but bigger and better. You could step off your board, move objects, create new lines, do new tricks. The engine was refined and got way better, and the creativity of the community grew with it. Then a year later came Skate 3, the high point of the series. Custom skate parks, bigger multiplayer with things like Own the Spot, session battles, Hall of Meat, games of skate. It wasn't just another skate game, it was the skate game. And even 15 years later, people are still playing this game. Skate 3 is a timeless masterpiece. Fast forward now to 2025, EA and Full Circle drop Early Access Skate. And compared to Skate 3, this is not Skate 4. This is not a successor. This is an unfinished, boring, free-to-play sandbox that stripped away all the soul out of the series. As someone who's been playing Skate for 10 years, I have a lot to say, and today, I'm here to talk about it. Before I talk about Skate, let's talk about Skate 3 for a moment. Skate 3 didn't have a deep storyline, but it had a career mode. You built your name, skated with pros, unlocked gear, sold boards. There was a sense of progression and purpose throughout the game. In Skate, there's nothing. No career. For now, it's just rotating missions that reset after a day. You're not building a legacy, you're literally doing chores. And stupid characters like V don't help but reinforce the point I said earlier. It's stripped of soul. They made this game feel so shallow. Skate 3 gave us Own the Spot, games of skate, Hall of Meat, domination, 1-ups, session battles, free skates that you can actually host privately. These modes are what build competition and culture in Skate 3. And Skate as of right now has nothing but showdowns and some challenges that you can do. Even co-op's a mess right now. You just complete missions side by side. That's it. There's no more rivalry, no reason to even test yourself against others. Everything that made online mode fun in Skate 3 isn't even present in this game this late into development. And speaking of developers, I have a word or two for them. But before I talk about that, let me talk about in Skate 3, Hall of Meat was an art form in its own right. It's one of my favorite game modes. Torpedoes, judos, cannonballs, push-offs at the right moment. Breaking bones in Skate 3 was creative and competitive. Trying to get as many points as possible, it was amazing. In Skate, it's replaced with stunt challenges. Belly flopping off of skyscrapers into speakers and trees. No mechanics, no creativity, no skill expression. You can't even do a spinning torpedo and push off with your feet. After a while, there isn't even a reason to keep doing these stunt challenges. And I think that's the main problem with this game. After a while, there isn't anything to do. There's no offline challenges. You can't even play this game offline. No spots to go back to try to kill them. No reason to even go back to these challenges besides grinding for rip chips and using them in the shop. But to be fair, most of these things that I'm bringing up can be added in a future update. But that's also another thing I wanted to talk about, is EA's plan for Skate Season 1. God, I can't even believe this. Skate has seasons now. But before I talk about EA's future plans for Skate, I think I should bring up this is an early access. Early access should mean that the foundation of the game is set and the developers have to polish it up and fix things before the actual release. In Skate, the game itself feels so unfinished. For example, not all the tricks have even been added yet. You would think for a skate game, the first thing that they would have done is added all the tricks in the game and made sure that they all work together. We're still missing dart catches, finger flips, under flips, some hand plants, and on top of that, no ability to customize your wheels or trucks. Thanks EA. Thanks for all these confusing ass settings that nobody asked for. What was wrong with Skate 3's difficulty settings? All you had to do was take what Skate 3 had and improve it. Instead, they did something else entirely. And here's just a random thought. If everyone in the game has different settings for how their skater behaves, how will online multiplayer ever be fair? On one hand, you have super realistic skaters who have their settings in a completely different way than someone like me who prioritizes flat ground pops and body flips. How is that gonna work? A lot, and I mean a lot of tricks in Skate 3 are outright impossible in Skate. As of right now, the only thing I can do is hope that they add all the missing tricks and improve the ones that are bugged or straight up don't work, like revert flips and such. Challenges also bug out. They sometimes don't even register that you completed it. Progression in this game rotates and resets instead of sticking. I remember day one, the servers crashed, missions bugged, and some of the players saw all missions completed when they weren't. There's way too many more issues to list them all here, but long story short, this doesn't feel like an early access. This feels like it still needs a few more months at least for them to add all the main features in. Every Skate game before launched with its own full trick set. Skate 1 gave us the base flick it system. Skate 2 added foot plants and finger flips. Skate 3 added dark slides and underflips, and late flips. Every game added something that was more or less groundbreaking in the way that the player was able to express themselves. With each new installment to the series, the player's skills and creativity was challenged. Skate, on the other hand, it's missing basics. Dart catches aren't even in the game. Flat tricks feel super limited, and the devs say that more tricks are coming later. In my opinion, that's more proof of this just being a rushed and half-finished game. Here was the nail in the coffin for me personally. Instead of unlocking gear through skating, we now have the Skate Pass, a battle pass, seasonal grinds for cosmetics. Let that sink in for a moment. EA is adding a battle pass to a skate game. Everyone give EA and Full Circle a standing ovation. They found yet another way to milk every last dollar out of the players. Oh, do you want that cool bundle in the skate shop? Well, fork over $25 for some Sandvan bucks, or buy the battle pass, I mean the skate pass, and grind the game until you eventually get enough Sandvan bucks to buy that one bundle. Someone needs to slap the head developer at Full Circle, because how did you guys ever get to this point? You know what this game needs? A battle pass. And on top of that, you want to know what worked perfectly on day one? The shop, cosmetics, outfits, monetization. EA made sure that store was polished before the actual game was. That sort of tells you everything about where their priorities are. Skate 3 wasn't just about what the devs gave us. The community created playstyles, trick lining, competitive, glitch skating. The physics in the game allowed for freedom and expression. In Skate, the physics feel stiff and restrictive. Trick lining has to be completely reimagined, and even then it's not the same. Competitive players are still stuck waiting for the tricks they should have added on day one. Expression in this game is limited. I'm pretty sure this game was supposed to be what the fans wanted, but as a big fan of Skate, this is not what I wanted. And that's the core of this game's problems. The developers didn't listen to the fans. Instead, they went to where the money's at, the shop and Skate Pass. They gave us the bare minimum for an early access skate and blew it. Even after the community told them exactly what they wanted, it's useless. Skate 3, even 15 years later, is still being played by people because it was complete. You paid $60 and you got a full game with modes, tricks, freedom, and culture. You can play the game right now and it still holds up 15 years later. But Skate, it's disposable. Always online, rotating chores, a battle pass grind, and when the server shut down, which they will, it's gone forever. EA and Full Circle didn't listen to the fans. Instead, they gave us the opposite. So yeah, Skate isn't back. Skate is kind of dead for me. EA killed it like EA does. Either way, Skate 3 will always be the GOAT.
With the premium track, you can even earn Sandvan bucks and use some of the Sandvan bucks to buy the next season's premium skate pass. And pretty much what they're saying here is you can earn Sandvan bucks in the skate pass, therefore allowing you to buy the next skate pass, and completing that skate pass will reward you Sandvan bucks to buy the next skate pass, which is a pretty cool cycle to have going on.
No bro, that's not cool, because you're still spending money for a skate battle pass.
For some reason you don't complete season 1, season 2, you can go back and complete those using ticks, which I think is pretty cool.
That doesn't make it any better because you still have to spend money and grind the game.
Possibles and expanded hand plants are coming in season 2, with dark slides and improved flip plant / blownesses coming in season 3.
Why are they waiting? I've lost all hope in Skate.